5 Easy Habits to Lower Inflammation. The influence of health. You only get one body, and you can choose to either feed illness or fuel vitality every day. One of the most important aspects of maintaining good health is managing inflammation. If we ignore chronic inflammation, it can lead to heart disease, diabetes, arthritis, and other illnesses like a silent fire inside our bodies. The good news is that you can put out that fire. In the following 13 minutes, we will examine the true nature of inflammation and 5 easy, scientifically supported daily practices that can gradually reduce it. You're watching Pure Push, your scientifically supported manual for leading a more purposeful, healthier, and stronger life. What is inflammation? Chronic versus acute. Your immune system's reaction to an injury or infection is inflammation. Consider the redness, heat, and swelling surrounding a cut as white blood cells work quickly to heal the wound. Acute inflammation is temporary and beneficial. Because it protects the body and promotes healing, this kind of inflammation is advantageous. Chronic inflammation, on the other hand, happens when the immune system is active for a long time. Even after the threat has passed, your immune system continues to overrun the area and begins destroying healthy tissues. If inflammation persists, it may become harmful. Indeed, studies have connected chronic inflammation to a number of grave illnesses, including diabetes, cancer, heart disease, arthritis, and more. To put it another way, an immune system that is overloaded is like a car engine that is left running for too long. Eventually, it breaks down. The negative effects of chronic inflammation. Chronic inflammation is like having a low-level fire in your body. For instance, if you have excess belly fat, your immune system might target the fat cells and continue to trigger inflammation. This persistent inflammation over time can lead to heart attacks or other illnesses like type 2 diabetes. The objective is to prevent inflammation from persisting at inappropriate times rather than completely eradicate it. Keep in mind that acute inflammation is essential for healing. The good news is that you can use common sense decisions to put out that fire. You can tell your body to relax and heal by forming the proper habits. 5 daily routines that help lower chronic inflammation have been identified by science. Let's examine each one in detail. 5 routines to lower inflammation. These are 5 easy habits that have been shown to reduce inflammation. You can successfully control the internal fire by adopting these routines into your everyday life. 1. Whole foods and an anti-inflammatory diet. Particularly powerful are berries, such as raspberries, blueberries, and strawberries, which contain plant chemicals called anthocyanins and antioxidants that have been shown in studies to reduce inflammation. In a similar vein, green leafy vegetables like collards, spinach, and kale are rich in nutrients that reduce inflammatory markers. According to one study, individuals who consumed a lot of dark green vegetables over time showed noticeably lower levels of C-reactive protein, a crucial indicator of inflammation. Please remember that foods high in omega-3 fats, such as walnuts, flax seeds, and salmon, produce molecules that actively reduce inflammation. Large studies have actually demonstrated that a plant-forward, Mediterranean diet high in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and omega-3 fatty acids lowers levels of inflammatory chemicals like CRP and IL-6. 2. Consistent regulars continue to move to reduce inflammation. Moderate exercise has a greater impact than marathon workouts. Just 20 to 30 minutes of moderate exercise, such as brisk walking, biking, or swimming, several times a week can cause your body to undergo anti-inflammatory changes, according to research. For instance, a 2023 study discovered that mice who regularly engaged in moderate exercise had significant decreases in inflammatory markers as a result of advantageous modifications in immune cell behavior. Moderate exercise also reduces human inflammatory pathways, according to other studies. Exercise is essentially medicine because it can rewire your immune system to produce fewer inflammatory responses. To get these advantages, try to get in at least 150 minutes of moderate exercise each week. 3. Excellence. Sleep is essential for your body to heal and rejuvenate, so don't undervalue it. Your body produces more inflammatory chemicals, such as interleukin-6 and cypin, when you don't get enough restful sleep. Increased levels of these inflammatory markers are directly linked to sleep deprivation, according to Harvard research. Chronic sleep deprivation raises the risk of diabetes, heart disease, and other chronic conditions over time. Prioritize getting 7 to 9 hours of good sleep each night to reduce inflammation. You can do this by maintaining a regular sleep schedule, turning off electronics before bed, and setting up a cool, dark bedroom. Your body can control inflammation if you improve just 1 hour of your sleep each night. 4. Handling inflammation and stress are closely related. Your body releases hormones that can exacerbate inflammation when you're under stress. It's also true, though, that relaxing techniques can successfully lower inflammation. It has been demonstrated that methods such as meditation or deep, mindful breathing can lessen the body's inflammatory reaction to stress. One controlled study, for example, discovered that during a stressful task, mindfulness meditation practitioners had reduced inflammatory responses, as indicated by blood, compared to non-meditators. Your nervous system can be shifted out of fight or flight mode by practicing mindfulness or intentional breathing for even a short period of time each day. This lessens chronic stress and the body's inflammatory response over time. 5. Steer clear of inflammatory triggers. Lastly, remove the food, kindling, that feeds the fire. Inflammation is strongly encouraged by diets heavy in trans fats, added sugars, and highly processed foods. For instance, eating too much added sugar raises insulin and blood sugar levels, which in turn causes a pro-inflammatory state. Studies have shown a direct correlation between chronic inflammation and excessive sugar consumption. In a similar vein, foods high in trans fats or too much saturated fat, think fast food, fried snacks, and many packaged treats, raise inflammatory markers. Selecting whole, minimally processed foods, such as fruits, vegetables, whole grains, nuts, and fish, on the other hand, automatically replaces these bad actors and adds anti-inflammatory nutrients to your diet. Keep in mind that each time you replace a soda with water or fries with salad, you are allowing your body to recover. Summary of the main ideas. Let's review the 5 habits. Avoiding inflammatory foods, managing stress, getting enough sleep, eating an anti-inflammatory diet, and exercising frequently. All of these steps are supported by science. One extensive analysis, for instance, discovered that individuals who ate an anti-inflammatory Mediterranean diet had much lower blood levels of CRP and IL-6. Additionally, studies have shown that a single, moderate exercise session activates the immune system's anti-inflammatory response. You give your body the best chance to reduce chronic inflammation by combining all of these behaviors. Start today and take baby steps. All of the changes add up, so you don't have to do them all at once. Begin by taking a 10-minute walk or including 1 serving of greens or berries in your daily routine. Before going to bed, take a minute to practice deep breathing. Replace water with soda or get into bed half an hour earlier. Every one of these actions is beneficial to your health. Keep in mind that progress, not perfection, is the goal here. Your body is told, "I've got this," by every positive decision you make. Your chronic inflammation will subside as these easy routines become second nature. You have the ability to alter your internal feelings. Now is a great time to implement one of these suggestions. You'll feel more resilient and alive, and your body will appreciate it. Continue to be motivated, focus on each day as it comes, and observe how much better you feel. Now is the first step on your path to a healthier, inflammation-free life. References: professional judgment and peer-reviewed research inform the aforementioned advice. According to clinical research, for instance, berries, greens, and omega-3 fatty acids reduce inflammation. Moderate exercise also has anti-inflammatory effects. Getting enough sleep keeps inflammatory markers from rising. And practicing mindfulness reduces inflammation brought on by stress. You can be sure that the habits we talked about are beneficial to your health because they are based on these findings.